Okay, I'm going to call on Ciara now, please, to present the results of ballot papers number 3 and ballot papers number 4.
Okay, this is ballot paper number 3, including question 3.6, which we voted on just this morning. The rest of it was voted on yesterday. Question 3.1 is for greater political priority and prominence for drugs policy and related issues. There was 86 votes, of which 81 agreed, 3 disagreed, and there were 2 invalid. For question 3.2, the state should take urgent, decisive and ambitious action to improve its response to the harmful impact of drugs use. 83 people were in agreement, 2 disagreed and 1 invalid vote. Question 3.3 was on drugs misuse as a policy priority. 79 people agree with that, 5 disagree and 2 invalid votes. Question 3.4 is on a whole of government policy coherence, operational cohesion and effective leadership. 83 people were in agreement with the resolution, 1 disagreed, 1 don't know and 1 spoiled. Question 3.5 was to state that the new national drugs strategy should be published as a matter of urgency. 82 people agree, 1 disagrees, 2 don't know and 1 spoiled. Question 3.6 we took this morning, so there's only 85 votes cast on this one, unlike the rest of them. This was on the government must assign accountability at the highest level related to the state's response to problematic drug use, including the implementation and tracking of the progress of the Citizens' Assembly. 81 people agree, 3 disagree and 1 spoiled vote. Question 3.7 was calling for stakeholder involvement in national drugs strategy. 77 people agreed, 4 disagreed, 2 don't know and 3 spoiled. Question 3.8 is to prioritise vulnerable and marginalised groups and disadvantaged communities. And that one, 74 agree, 7 disagree, 3 don't know and 2 spoiled. 3.9 is drugs policy design and implementation should be informed by service users and people who use drugs, as well as family members of people affected by drugs, with provision of appropriate supports to enable this involvement. On that one, 73 people agree, 7 disagree, 3 don't know and 3 spoiled. And finally, 3.10, the government should work with key stakeholders to build an effective whole-of-society response to drugs-related issues. 77 votes in agreement, 5 disagree, 1 don't know, and 3 invalid votes. Okay, we'll move straight on to ballot paper 4, which is the one you voted on just before we closed business yesterday evening. And on this one, we had 85 votes cast for all questions. Question 4.1, additional funding to services across the statutory, community and voluntary sectors. That had 82 people in agreement, 1 disagree and 1 invalid votes. 4.2, the government should allocate additional resources to fund community-based and residential treatment and recovery services as an alternative to custodial sentences for people with problematic drug use. That's 78 people agree, 5 disagree, 1 don't know and 1 spoiled. Question 4.3 was on the use of novel funding sources. That's 77 people in agreement, 2 disagree, 4 don't know and 2 invalid. 4.4 was on the transparency of expenditure on drug-related services and initiatives. That had 79 votes in agreement, 3 disagreed, 2 don't know and 1 spoiled. 4.5 stated that the next iteration of the National Drug Strategy should include a strategic workforce development plan. 80 people were in agreement with that, 2 disagreed, 2 don't know and 1 spoiled. 4.6, provide mandatory trauma-informed training for key personnel. 80 people agree, 2 disagree, 2 don't know and 1 spoiled vote. 4.7 was in the area of family supports. 75 people were in favour, 6 disagree, 3 don't know and 1 invalid. And finally, 4.8, which was around the issue of continuity of care. 76 people agree, 2 disagree, 4 don't know, and 3 spoiled. Thank you.